At 13, my parents stopped feeding me and said, "You don't deserve food if you can't pay for it." I'm 17 now, but at 15, they tried charging me rent, so I called CPS. By the time it ended, their perfect family act was rubble. From the outside, we looked fine. Suburbs outside Charlotte. My dad made good money selling medical devices. My mom didn't work, but always had money for nails and shopping. The week I turned 13, I asked for poster board for a school project. My mom didn't even look up. "You're old enough to figure it out." Lunch money vanished first, then school supplies, then clothes. Same line every time. "We're not running a charity." So I lived on ramen, day-old sandwiches, and whatever I could afford. I wore scuffed thrift store shoes while my mom drove a leased Lexus. I started writing everything down that year because I could feel I'd need proof later. At 14, I got an after-school job at a small engine repair shop. The owner noticed I was hungry and quietly kept snacks in the back. A retired neighbor noticed my parents were snooping, so he let me keep my documents in a lockbox in his shed. It felt wrong, trusting a near stranger. It felt worse, trusting my parents. Then I messed up. I left my phone unlocked, and my mom saw a text about my hours and pay. That night, they sat me at the kitchen table like it was a business deal. My dad slid a printed page across the table. "Household contribution agreement, $400 a month, plus utilities." I was 15. "I need a few days," I said. My dad slammed the pen. "Real men don't need a few days." I went to the library and called legal aid until someone finally listened. She told me my parents had a legal duty to provide food and shelter until I was 18. A certified letter arrived 4 days later. My dad read it in silence, then started retaliating. He padlocked the pantry and kept the fridge stocked with food I couldn't really use. My mom called my job pretending to be concerned, trying to learn my pay. My shop teacher noticed I was losing weight and reported it. CPS opened a case. The first visit was pure theater. Spotless house, full fridge, pantry unlocked. My dad smiled and said the old lock holes were from a rodent issue. The caseworker wrote it down and left. 10 days later, my parents drifted right back to normal. Then CPS came back unannounced. My mom answered in pajamas. The fridge was mostly empty. The pantry shelves were bare again. My bedroom door was gone from its hinges because my dad had taken it off for my attitude. The caseworker took photos and left. That night, my dad came home and walked straight to my doorless room. "You did this," he said, voice low and shaking. Then he stepped closer, close enough to fill my whole doorway. Next, he hissed, "You brought the government into my house." After that, he grabbed my desk chair with both hands. Then he hurled it into the drywall, and plaster burst outward. For a second, he stared at the hole like he didn't recognize himself. Then he stormed out, and I sat there breathing dust. The next day, I filed a police report. Legal aid helped me draft an agreement. They provide what the law requires. No rent, no retaliation, and any violation gets reported immediately. My dad tried to play tough. "I'd rather lose the house than let my kid dictate terms." My mom finally broke and said, flat and steady, "Sign it. You're taking us down with you." They signed. I photographed every page before the ink dried. Once there's paperwork, the mask doesn't stick. CPS kept checking in. My dad tried smearing me to relatives, calling me unstable, so I pushed it into family court with a pro bono attorney. The investigator compared his story to my spotless school record and my binder of proof. My mom tried calling the rent paper a misunderstanding, then realized the court already had a copy. That was the moment their united front died. The judge called it what it was: financial neglect, parenting classes, a guardian ad litem, continued monitoring. My dad's church friends stopped praising him. The HOA dropped him. With his job already gone for cause, the mortgage collapsed. They sold the house at a loss and moved into a tiny apartment. The final humiliation was quiet. He showed up at a block party, stuck out his hand, and people just kept talking past him. When my dad tried the soft apology routine later, I didn't give him a speech. I gave him facts. "You stopped feeding me at 13. You locked food away. You tried to take my money." I looked him dead in the eye. That wasn't a rough patch. That was a choice. He had nothing left. If you were me, would you have gone nuclear or waited longer?